Today on Smooth Operator Trucking, we're going to talk about some of the things I like to do when I'm not soldiering, when I'm not trucking. All right, I like to play basketball. Have a good warm-up that I like to do. I like to show it to you guys. Stay tuned.
All right. So the first thing I do is alternating layups. This is alternating layups, right hand, left hand, off of 2 feet. The goal here is to make 10 shots altogether. Doesn't matter how many you make from the left or the right, as long as you make 10 altogether. And you don't stop if you miss. You just keep going. Then, as you see, I go to alternating, actually going off the correct leg. This helps you with your left and right hand coordination for layups for people who are not very good with their opposite hand. Then from there, I go to low block, backboard shots. I aim for the center of the backboard. And again, alternating left to right, making 10 altogether. You want to focus on getting your form correct, getting that spin on the ball. And this is just a really good warm-up that I like to do, before any basketball games, or, I'm going to get ready to play some full court basketball. Then right here, I go to the baby hook, same thing, alternating left and right. I know no one really does baby hooks anymore, but it just kind of helps you with working on your left and right hands. Again, I'm making 10 altogether. Doesn't matter from which side, just as long as you make 10 altogether. Even if you miss, you just keep going. The better you get at it, the less time it'll take you, and the quicker you'll get to 10 made shots. Now, during this video, it's actually been a while since I played basketball or since I've done this drill, so I'm a little rusty. Then from there, I go to pivot with layup, alternating from the high block, right hand layup, left hand layup. Now, growing up in the 90s, I was always taught overhand layup. You jump high, not long. Today's game is a little different, but when I was playing basketball, if my coach saw me doing or attempting a finger roll layup or an underhanded layup, it was on the line for everyone. So as you can see here, I'm making these layups. My hand is over the ball, not under it. Now, there are some scenarios when it's better to do an underhand layup than an overhand layup. Like if you're trying to use your body to block the defender, as you're kind of extending out. But first you have to get the basics now. Now I'm doing mid-range shooting from the high blocks again, alternating left and right. If you have someone working out with you, this is actually a really good partner workout also. The other person can rebound for you while you're shooting. So when I'm shooting, I typically aim for the middle of the rim. Confidence, composure, concentration. Aim for the middle of the rim, 100%. If in an actual basketball game I realize that I'm shooting long or short, I'll adjust, and I'll either start aiming for the back of the rim or I'll start aiming for the front of the rim. Normally though, for me, it's going to be either the front of the rim or the middle of the rim. Everyone's taught a little bit different, but that's what I've been taught, and that's what I found works for me in the mid-range. Again, you're making 10 altogether. Alternating left to right does not matter how many you make from the left or the right, as long as you make 10 altogether. And then from there, I go to the 3-point line. 3-pointers are not my thing, but I still practice them just in case. And it's the same thing. The goal here is to make 10. Alternating from left to right does not matter how many you make from the left or the right, as long as you make 10. Growing up, we weren't allowed to shoot a lot of threes, so I never worked on them a lot and made them a big part of my game. I wish I would have, though. Now that I'm getting older and don't have the speed I used to when I was a kid, it's harder to get to the basket and it's harder to get mid-range shots because most people are looking for the 3-pointer and looking to spread the floor, and so they won't even give you the ball if you're inside the 3-point line. Again, this really helps if you have someone else with you and they can rebound for you. If not, we'll just make all your shots. As you can see that I'm not doing that here. Disclaimer, I've got bad knees. The knees starting to hurt. It makes it harder to make my shots. Hard to get that lift. If you want to challenge yourself, just run everywhere, hustle up. Whenever you're going to get your own rebounds, especially if you're by yourself, just kind of run everywhere you're going and try to get your heart rate up. It's easy to make shots in the beginning of the game when your legs aren't tired. As the game goes on, as you run up the court more, full court, it gets harder to make jump shots because your legs get tired and you're getting fatigued. So this is a good way to work on that some, by just kind of hustling everywhere, getting warmed up, getting that sweat going. Alright, once you make 10, I like to do a suicide. As you see, I'm not going 100%, but if you want to go 100%, that's fine. Let's just kind of get the blood flowing, get a nice little warm up. If you like the video so far, still here, go ahead and hit that like button. As you can see, I've got 3 different camera angles. That actually takes a lot of work and some special editing to be able to do that. So you should hit that like button just because of that. Alright, after I do a suicide, the last thing I do is I shoot some free throws. Alright, you want to shoot those free throws. Now you've got your blood flowing, you got your heart rate up, you're breathing a little bit. You want to be able to hit your free throws while you're tired. Again, make 10 altogether. I'm about a 70% free throw shooter. Again, like I said in this video, had been a while since I even picked up a basketball or done this drill. But the more you do it, the more efficient you will become and the quicker you'll be able to do it. Want to make sure you're extending that arm as much as you can. Basketball hack. I'm not sure how many people know this, but whenever they create a basketball court, right at the free throw line, in the middle of the free throw line, there is a nail there. And if you're ever at a free throw line and you look down close enough, you can see a nail. They use that nail to get the circumference of the court and get all the measurements to the hoop, 3-point line, all that stuff. Alright, So what I like to do is I like to look down and find that nail, and depending on how I'm feeling that day, I'll either line my shooting foot up with that nail, or I'll line the center of my body up with that nail, just depending on how I'm shooting that day and what feels more comfortable for me. I always kind of want to have the same shooting routine, so that way you kind of get in a rhythm. You always want your shooting foot shooting towards the basket. As you can see, I'm struggling to make my free throws now at the end. Getting a little tired, knees hurt. And that's when it's most important to focus on your form and make those shots count. One more. There we go.
And that's how you warm up. If you like the content, hit that like, subscribe, and remember, stay smooth, my friends.